Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and glory be to Yahawah, by Sham, Yahawashi, by Sham Kakudash. Those are the true names of the Heavenly Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yahawah is the Father's true name, that means He is, He exists. Yahawashi is the Son's true name, that means He saves, He delivers. And Kakudash equals a spirit that's holy, a spirit that's set apart. Second of all, double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, and shalom to the Lord's servant elect. As always, 144,000 men, keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes, as well as the 1/3, men, women, and children. And doing the same. This lesson is going to be entitled In Transit, quick one. Boy, I thought that was 12. No mercy or compassion. No mercy or compassion. And that's the MO of Esau, man. Okay? He has no mercy or compassion for us, man. And that's what happens in wrath. As he comes down in great wrath. He doesn't care for you or your family. He doesn't care at all. You know, I'm gonna go to Isaiah 14. I was doing a live the other day, and at the end of the live, it was like 10 a.m. and I had to go DoorDash because I had set myself to go DoorDash at like 10:30. And then on the comment board, all the other brothers was like, we gotta go DoorDash too. It was like 5 brothers, man. I was like, dang, we all DoorDashing. You know? And it stems into the grinding shall cease. These jobs is gone. Alright? So it's hard to get jobs out here. And Esau really ain't, come on, face it, he don't like us, bro. He gonna hire the white man over the J. Okay? He gonna hire the chink over the J. You know what I'm saying? He gonna hire these heathens over you. Okay? And then that trickles down into shit. A harder life. You know? Oh, I gotta go to the Wally world. But it trickles down into you not having it, or you know, just being broke. Shit. Just being broke, man. Yo. Being broke. Shit. And it is what it is. And that's like Haggai, I think that's 1:6. Like a bag with holes in it. And we feeling that. That's what this place feels like, man. It's like a bag with holes in it. You work and you work and you work, and then it's like, did I work at all? Because none of it adds up. Man, come on, man. And then everything increasing. You know, this place gonna kick your ass, man. It is what it is. It's cold out here. So I'm gonna stop and get some precepts. But he came with what? Continual strokes. This is Isaiah 14 and 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The oppressor, the golden city ceased. It's constantly oppressing, constantly knocking you down, constantly foot on your neck, making it hard for you. Hard to breathe, man. Where you know all the commodities or stuff you used to get, you can't get that no more. You know, it's over. So we got to get into that mindset and stay there. You know, it takes me back to, like, man, on the ship, like, well, you ain't had too much. You eating like just regular. You can't eat out. You can't do none of that. Nah, hell nah. Maybe once a month or twice, if that. You know, but you get into that position of affliction, and you just, all you can do is pray. It's like you stuck, man. You know, I got to the point, I'm like, damn, bro, I could, like, I see a lot of people moving. You know, you move to, like, because the way that the bills and shit is going in Cali, everything is rising. Look at the light bill is, like, just stupid. $500, $600, especially in the summer. You know, and people be moving away. They go to Vegas, or they move away. They go to whatever, the South or something. You know, I'm like, damn, I need to move back home, because then I have family around me to help and all of that. But it is what it is. It's like, nah, ultimately you just pray, and you just in your situation. You know, I never saw myself living out here but everything happens for a reason, though. Verse 5, Yahawah have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. So we know we got that to hold on to, that all of this is going to come collapsing, it's going to come falling down. All of this oppression, all of this anxiety, all of this stress, all of this, these straits, all of this BS that we're going through right now, it does actually end. You know? And that's what you got to hold on to in these times that you're going through, because we all going through it. Hey, Shalom, Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham to the board. The brother saying, Shalom to my brother Kawam out there in Florida. All right, I got you, bro. Psalms 55 and 20. Yep. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Esau always trying to catch you up in some type of contract or things of that nature. Even with these jobs, how they say it, Jake is the last to get hired, the first to get fired, and that's true. That happens. That definitely happens, and it's like, it sucks, but it's not fair. But nothing's fair, and that's the reality of life. This is his kingdom, man. This is his rulership. He's set up right now. He's on the top. We on the bottom. Look at them curses. So don't ever expect it to be fair. You got to look at it like, you know, I'm here, but Esau gonna let me go eventually. He's gonna let me go before he lets another Edomite go. Most definitely. Hey, we doing some layoffs. We doing some cutbacks. You got to go. But I work far harder than Bob. Yeah, but Bob's white. And you got to laugh through it, though. It is what it is. That's just what it is. That's the truth about things. But Bob is white. So Bob gets to keep the job. And Tyrone got to go. You know? Yeah, verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. Because he has what? He has a perpetual hatred towards his brother. So he constantly hates us. So you're always going to lose the job before Bob. It doesn't matter how hard Bob, you know, he's sitting on his ass not doing nothing. It don't matter, bro. It's the skin. It's the spirit too. It's the curses. He's not in trouble as other men. So Esau get in an altercation to fight, and he get a slap on the wrist. You get in an altercation to fight, and you get 5 to 10 years. This is why you got to move in wisdom. You can't think yourself equal to this damn devil. We far superior to him, but in the conditions, is the condition of the battle is that It's set up for us to, we under curses. But hey, those curses do flip. And we can't wait for those things to happen, man. Psalms 59:2, deliver me from the workers of iniquity and save me from bloody men. Come on, man. We got to constantly pray. And then even when you got, man, things come, bills past due, all that bullshit. You still gotta pursue. You still gotta go. You thinking the Most High ain't gonna come? He gonna come when you least expect it. He gonna show up and he gonna take care of you, most definitely, and he gonna be there. Cause he always has been there. He's always got you out of these situations. He always got you out of this. He's pulled you up out of that. It looked like you was in a hole. You was trapped. There was no ladder. There was no way to get up out of there, and somehow you floated up out of that. That's only through Yahawah Sham Yahawashi, man. Okay? Only through him. You can't, it doesn't matter about the wisdom of the world. Alright? You know how to do this, you know how to do that. That's why we acknowledge him in all our ways. Because he's going to get us through these things. Yep, Deuteronomy 30:7. And Yahawah thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on thee them that hate thee, which persecuteth thee. Okay. And we seeing it. We getting teasers of it. You see Edomites on the corner, begging for change and all of that. Right? You never used to see that years ago, but you see it now. So it's letting us know that's happening. But furthermore, it's going to happen majorly in the kingdom, man. When they going through all these situations, and they got to come to you for a loan. And you can choose to accept them or deny them. They got to come to you for a car. They got to come to you for a house. They got to come to you for anything. The want of all things. Right? Ain't that what the scriptures say? The want of all things. This is Deuteronomy 28:48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahawah shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Yahawah shall bring a nation against thee from far from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. Right? What does Edomite come with? The Latin, the Spanish, the English. We didn't understand that. Okay? And then, it is what it is. He took us away from our language and taught us his language. He persecuted us. He is the one of all. He holds the one of all things now. So I'm about to go in the Wally World, the grocery store. He poisons the food. Like, it's broad daylight, man. Dude is committing genocide on a nation. Domestic warfare. That's what it is. And it ain't gonna be no mercy. It ain't gonna be no compassion. But he gonna get the same thing back, man. Upon him. No mercy, no compassion. Because that's what he gave out. So that's what he deserves. Let's go down. Deuteronomy 28:28. Yahawah shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. What's that? That's a form of depression. And you just got to pray your way up out of these things, man. Like, Yahawashi had anxiety, right? And we ain't even, just sweating blood. So these moments is building up for even harder moments of pressure. And you got to make it through these times even if you don't see no way out. You know what I'm saying? 29. And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. That goes into no mercy. Only oppressed? Only oppressed? You like, nah. I need you, nah. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. Only oppressed, man. He don't know nothing else but to hate us. He don't know nothing else but to persecute us. Even when you think he backing off, he plotted something else. Constantly. That's all he does. So you gotta, when you dealing with an Edomite, you gotta consider that this devil is doing something wicked on the low. Always. Read the fine print. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof. I think about all the planes I helped build. You think about whatever your profession is. Let's say you a carpenter. All the houses you built. You an architect, right? You a whatever it be. Man, that I see. You see Issachar a lot, building houses and stuff. They never get to live in those houses. They never get to enjoy that type of stuff. We build up, and we don't get to enjoy none of it. That's a form of slavery, and that's what this is. You grope at noonday. You tired of it. It's what they say. You work your fingers to the bone. You got ailments, back problems, knee problems. Jake be having everything, man. The food is trash. High blood pressure. All this type of stuff, man. This is what comes with this society. This is what comes with this kingdom. It does not stop. It's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. 3D print. What you think you're going to get with the 3D printed meats? What you think you're going to get with all the fruits and vegetables? Which, that, we ain't even fuck all that. You wash the fruits in vinegar, apple cider vinegar, and baking soda. We know these basic things. So we're not falling for the fear mongering. But then, at the end of the day, you still taking in these chemicals that's on it. You can't wash it all off. It's not healthy. It's all defiled, as the scripture said it would be. You know? The chicken, hormones, full of the chicken, messing up. Some of these kids, bro, they moles because of the damn, of course, it's the will of the Most High. He ain't want them. But it's also, he used Esau to mess up their hormones with the chicken. Or with whatever type of meat. They eating all this fast food. How is that food getting grown so fast? Because of the hormones, the steroids. What does that stuff do to you? It destroys you. It's diabolical, man. So, I'm going to end it up, man. Let's go to Habakkuk. Two and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Esau is lifted up. He's in a position of, he's proud. Going back to Isaiah 14. What's that word? I thought I had it in my head. His pomp. Right? Let's get that. Verse 11. Thy pomp, which is your pride, is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worm covered thee. So all of his basking and his little, everything that he's done, he's going to be brought down. Because his soul was lifted up. He's not upright. He was prideful. He stood up and said, ha ha, look at me, you can't do nothing about it. Boom, boom, boom. But we just got to hold on. Verse 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, doctrine, all the stuff that he pushes out. It's a form, teaching somebody the wrong thing is a form of oppression. Because it's like you giving them the wrong directions. They like, yo, how do I get here? And you tell them, oh yeah, just go down here, take a left, take a right, and then take a left again. Like, but it's total opposite direction. So it's messed up, man. So he transgresseth by wine. He teaches and pushes on the earth all the stuff that's not beneficial to anybody. Yeah, exactly. You binding down their mind. Khan, that's it, bro. So, Laki, I'm going to get your precepts, man. Proverbs 3 and 5. Trust in Yahawah with all thine heart and lean not unto thy own understanding. So that's going into this wisdom of the world. It's not going to save you. It's not going to get you through. Whatever your craft is, whatever you know how to do, you may be good at stocks or whatever, and all that stuff, it's not going to get you through. You look at these scammers. You scamming, you making 10K a week or whatever. They doing all that stuff is going to come down extremely fast, like lightning. Overnight. They're going to be destroyed. Look at these PPP loan people. They in jail now. They thought it was going to be good. All money ain't good money, man. All money is not good money. So, I mean, even in that, you may have to deny certain jobs. It's certain jobs I could have took. But I know, damn, I have to miss camp again and all that. It's like, yeah, you got to make these decisions. And shit get hard. Like, it's like, damn. But then you just got to trust in Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi, and he's going to make a way. And you may have to wait. But you can't lose the faith. You just got to continuously trust. We always been the underdog. He didn't choose us because it was what? A lot of us. We was few. When you look at Israel, we was the last nation to be set up. When Abraham was walking around, all these other nations was already set up. Elam was set up. Right? The Egyptians, Mizraim was set up. Cushites was set up. The Canaanites was set up. All these other nations was already established and set up. We was like a baby nation. And he set us up in the midst of all these nations. So we always been the underdog. And that's to glorify him. That's to magnify him. To show his power. That he could take you from like a mustard seed and bring you up and make you be a tree. Stemming back to what? Revelations 22. So that tree of life, Yahawashi, really. So the Most High likes to do that, man. Taking somebody from low and bringing them up. That's why we got to be in positions of straits for him to even bring us up out of here. It's just going to magnify him even more. That's why it's called Jacob's trouble. Everybody going to feel it, but we going to feel it the most. Especially 2/3 of our nation. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell. So he wants to make everybody on the earth feel this oppression that he's given to us. But he wants us to feel it the most. And he knows that we're scattered all over the planet. Who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. He's insatiable. As long as he is allowed to rule, this will continue, and this will only get worse. Look at the data centers. Look at the noise that they're making. Look at the water that they're destroying, and they're not giving back. They're destroying the circle of life, where water is supposed to, precipitation, do his thing, and then evaporate and go back into the clouds, and then come back down. That right there with Esau is being destroyed because the sinners are taking up all the water. And he does that with every single thing. They talking about now the squirrels are carnivores now. When squirrels only supposed to eat grass and stuff. But now they out here eating meat. Why? Chemicals. It's been long documented that chemtrails increase the murder rate. Where's a major place where chemtrails are sprayed? Chicago, LA. To increase the violence. It increases the violent and crime activity in that region. These different type of chemicals. Oh, these people, our people are chemically activated. That also affects the animals. Knowing that sin made everything be the way it is. In the kingdom, what? The wolf is going to sit down with the lamb. All right, the lion, Isaiah 11. So everything's going to be in a different state. It's a state of peace, a state of harmony. You're not going to have to worry about that. And then even in Jacob's trouble, it says, we shall be in league with the beasts of the field. So a righteous man ain't going to have to worry about all of that. It's crazy that, and the squirrels are now carnivores, right? It's wild. I'm going to get a few more. But gathereth unto himself. So he's insatiable, he's not to be satisfied, but gathereth unto himself all nations, and heapeth unto himself all people. He wants to control everything. He has colonized the entire planet. And he's embedded himself in China. He hasn't colonized China, but he's embedded himself over there. He's working with Taiwan. They was definitely dealing opium and guns and all of that type of stuff in China. Bringing his wine and stuff into China. To the point where the Moabs call him the white devil. That's what they call him. They know he a devil. Alright? Hey, I'm in to get your precepts, bro. I keep going. Going back to that Proverbs 3:6. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct our paths. So keep your eyes on Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi. He's going to take you through. He's going to get you right. 16:7. When a man's ways please Yahawah, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. Right? And you have to believe that. When you get a job and you know this corporation is owned by your enemy, Esau Edom, that's what's happening in that moment. He has given you favor, and he has willed them to select you out of all these candidates or whatever it is. Acting, whatever it is, man. So if you please Yahawah, if you do what you're supposed to do, he's going to make it, peaceful around you. He's going to take care of you. It's still going to be challenging. Ecclesiastes 10:7, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Okay. And that's going back to what? Isaiah 3:12. Children are our oppressors. So these servants on the horses, they're oppressing us. They're ruling over us. This ain't the correct way that the world is supposed to be right now. Okay? Yeah, the water though, bro. And you throwing them up. The water. Alright. But finishing it up, Habakkuk 2:6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him? What do we say? He's merciless. He's compassionless, if that's even a word. I know motherfucker ain't compassionate. He's compassionless. Definitely. He don't give a damn, bro. He don't give a damn. Man. Shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. This world is understanding and they're recognizing that all of this don't belong to him. He's what? A vagabond and a fugitive upon the earth. That's one of his curses. That's on him. Wherever he goes, he's a criminal. And by Trump being in league, which that's prophecy, with these individuals. All right, and they about to basically take over the military. Okay, America is going to be looked at like that. Where these is the two main places that all hell is going to come down on. Israel will be nuked. And America definitely going to be nuked. Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that laddeth himself with thick clay. Debt upon debt upon debt upon debt. This man spend money. What was the bill? Like $1 trillion something? Bro, he spend money like he printed. He spend money like he printed. As he do. He don't got no consideration. It's valueless to him. It's not real. It's like he live in a fantasy world. And that's what people do when it's like it's a video game that he saw. Because he doesn't care about people's lives. He has no mercy, no compassion. Places Jake been living, he tries to push him out. Gentrification. Where Jake is like, broke. Or he push him to poverty areas where there's more crime and stuff of that nature. You know what I'm saying? You know how he do. He's been doing this forever. All right, last one. Shall they not rise up suddenly, that shall bite thee and awake, that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them. Keep it going. Because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. He thinks he's in a good place. He thinks he's in a safe place. That goes into his pride too. Where he can do all of this death and destruction and doom upon the earth and just go hide away in a bunker and sit back and eat and chill. And that's not gonna, it's not gonna come back to him. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and have sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. Every single civilization he's ever established is like that. It's through blood. 250 years, and only like 20 of those years have been in peace. So the other 230 is in blood. And full of iniquity, full of sin. And that's just this empire. Not to mention, he came out of them caves around the 1300s with the Black Plague, with death, with blood. And he got busy. So it ain't never been no mercy. It ain't never been no compassion. He doesn't know that. He don't know how to spell those words. So don't expect it to increase his wrath as he comes down in great wrath. What they say, an injured animal, like an injured wolf, is the most deadliest. And that's what he is, because he's injured. He's an injured snake. He's being made bare. That day, Yahawah Sham Yahawashi gonna wrap him up, man. And we know this, and we just gotta hold on. Don't let all the trials and challenges and all that type of stuff break you, or you know, this shit gonna get hard. It's gonna get hard, man. But hey, man, I guess I'm off the comment board. I'm gonna get up out of here. This is Deuteronomy 7:7. Yahawah did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people. Come, we've always been what? The underdog. Always been the underdog. Even Cain got established. The sons of the wicked got established because Abel was dead. And then Seth came later. You know what I'm saying? So the nations, shoot, we've always been the underdog. And that's fine. That's cool. Because our power is far greater than these individuals. Whatever they believe in, whatever they call upon, whatever they seek, whatever they think is going to get them through, Yahawah Shem Yahawashi is going to trample all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, with that being said, man, pray this was edifying. Hey, the water for all the precepts. For real. Alright. And I didn't see these precepts. Y'all brothers was dropping some precepts, man. I get this one from the brother Not Left Behind 144 at Shalom. This is Psalms 10:2. The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. And he's going down by what? ICBM missiles. Okay? All these type of things that he've imagined to use upon us. Just like Haman, you know, he's going down like that. You built all this up thinking that you was going to take us out with it, but you got took out with it. So it's sweet chin music, man. It's beautiful. You know? So hey, with that being said, once again, Halalyam Yahawah Shem Yahawashi B'Shem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, and shalom to the Lord's helpful elect. Keep the faith, brothers and sisters. Keep the faith. Keep pushing. No matter how hard it gets, whatever going on, you know what I'm saying? It's going to get worse. It's going to get tough. It's going to get painful. It's going to feel like it's closing in. But Yahawah Shem Yahawashi is going to pull you up out of that. Trust and believe that. He's done it before. He's going to do it some more. All right? He's going to take care of you. Always choose the right way. As the scriptures say, don't be weary in well-doing. So always choose the right way and do what you're supposed to do, man. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, shalom.